and welcome to my channel. Here I talk about animism, models of reality, and anything related to spiritual philosophies and magic. So what is animism? Animism as a term was coined by an anthropologist, Sir Edward Taylor, and the word was supposed to mean primitive belief systems. That was before we understood how indigenous cultures actually view the world. Animism is a worldview that views spirits as real beings, real entities and real intelligences. It's a model of reality that considers spirits real. It's not a type of model of reality that's commonly described on the internet as this vague belief in spirit. It's actually much more complex than that, because animism is different from idealism, for example, which believes that spirits are just a part of the collective mind or a single mind, or materialism that believes that spirits are not real, they're just figments of our imagination. Animistic beliefs and thinking was present in many cultures throughout the world, and it was present even in our Western thinking before Christianity and modern Enlightenment thinking. Animism as a model of reality sees the physical world as real, but it's embedded with spirits' intelligences, and it's also maintained by those same intelligences. So why is animism suddenly becoming so relevant? As many of you know and believe, we live in the age of the Aquarius, so there are many cultural changes happening now. The old dualist models that our culture previously held are falling apart, and our culture, Western culture, is becoming more open to indigenous types of thinking. Animism is a term that's been reclaimed by Western practitioners and also indigenous practitioners in order to describe a worldview and a model of reality that's very different than what our culture currently sees, but it's still not exactly the same as what the indigenous cultures think, because it's a different world, a different type of thinking. And what's important about animism is that besides the cultural changes that are happening now, our culture still sees animistic beliefs as superstitious. It still demonizes those belief systems. And it also pathologizes interactions with spirits and perceiving spirits in our culture. Most of us in the West are used to thinking about interactions with spirits or beliefs related to spirits as schizophrenic or superstitious. We connect these sorts of beliefs and interactions with mental illnesses such as schizophrenia, psychosis, and with superstition. These views and beliefs come from a specific model of reality, and talking about and discussing models of reality is important, because if we don't do that, if we don't discuss models of reality and we don't even think about them, we end up accepting the most popular model. We end up actually subconsciously accepting the most popular model of reality in our circle. And models of reality are not reality. Reality is what we see in the moment, what we experience, what's around us. Reality is not how we intellectually describe it. And the models of reality that we accept affect how we see the world and how we interact with it. For example, when I had a predominantly materialist model of reality, I thought I could not see or sense spirits, and I thought they did not exist. But after a paradigm shift that happened to me, I started to notice that I've been actually sensing spirits all these times, and I always sensed them in nature, like local spirits or spirits that sometimes interact with me. But I wasn't aware of it, and I could not perceive it because my model of reality was different at the time. how we view the world does not only affect how we find meaning and inspiration in our lives, but it also affects how we treat the environment collectively. This is why I think animism can help us understand things better. Thank you so much for watching my video. Subscribe if you want to and leave a like.